Hey, if you're listening to this podcast, you're thinking, well, everything seems to be okay so far. But if you're watching the podcast, you're probably thinking to yourself, what is he doing? He's using a visible microphone, the AT2020 USB Plus. It's in the shot. He's wearing earbuds. What's happened to David? Is he nuts? No. What I'm doing is celebrating. Big announcement this past weekend, and I couldn't think of a better way to share it with you than through this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. Well, hey there, it's David H. Lawrence, the 17th, and this past weekend, the team of Audacity developers over at the Audacity site made a big announcement. New version of Audacity is available, and among all the cool things, the updates, the bug fixes, and everything that's going on with Audacity 2.4.0 is something very important to those of us who are voice talent and use Macintosh, and that is 2.4.0 version of Audacity is completely compatible with Catalina. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, everybody's been using workarounds. We've been telling people not to upgrade to Catalina if they rely on Audacity, especially for our audiobook work, which I do, which I teach. But with this particular method, with this particular version, you're now able to do that. And it couldn't come at a better time because coming up in June, we're going to be doing the home study version of the ACX Master Class. We've got a new version of Audio Cupcake coming out. It's just perfect timing. And I didn't even talk to them about that. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you exactly how to get and install and use Audacity and to set it up in case you do know and are a client and student of mine if you know the Stair Step Method. So let's do that. We go to Chrome, and you can always go to a safe link. And the safe link is always going to be to get Audacity. The safe link is either acxmasterclass.com/ or voheroes.com/get-audacity. And when you do that, you know that I'm keeping you safe because that link redirects to the right page, not some page that's filled with malware. So when we click on that and we go there, we go right to the Audacity download page. And in the middle of the top of the screen, there you go, Audacity for macOS. We click on that. It takes us to the Mac page, which is all the information, not just the downloads. And there it says current version 2.4.0, but that's not the download link. The download link is down here, nestled between two notes. It says Audacity 2.4.0.dmg or disk image file. So we click on that, and even that doesn't download the disk image. It takes us to the Audacity download page where they have all of the Audacity versions that you can download. And the one we're looking for is macOS DMG. You can come over here and you can see that it says 2.4.0 is the version you'll download now. So what we do is we simply click on that link, and as it downloads, it'll download into our downloads folder. Let's show this in the Finder so we can see it as it's being downloaded. Once it's done, what we'll want to do is double click on it. And what that will do is mount a disk image. It's like having a physical disk, but it's a disk image. So let's open that up and see what's inside there. It'll verify it for us, and then it'll show us the screen. And we can actually get rid of this Chrome window right now and the downloads folder. We can just close that. And there we have the open disk image, the installation process for Audacity. Now, you might be tempted to just double click on Audacity and run it. Don't do that. What we want to do is install it into our system. We don't want to run it from the disk image. And to do that, it's really simple. You just drag Audacity over to the alias that they've thoughtfully put in there. And there it is. It's been transferred and it's now in your applications folder. We can double click on that to open it up, and we see there is Audacity right there in our applications folder. And every time we've gone to double click Audacity in the past, when we've upgraded to Catalina and made that mistake, we've gotten some sort of notice. Sorry, you can't do that. We apologize, but no. Or what's wrong with you? Don't you listen? No, you can't run Audacity on Catalina. And there were workarounds. You could open up Terminal and you could try and figure out how to do it from there. But watch what happens when we double click on Audacity now. This is so cool. It says, you downloaded it from the internet. Are you sure you want to do that? Why, yes, I do. And boom, there's Audacity. Now, if it just works, that would be just great. So I'm not going to show this again at startup. This is the how to get help window. I'm just going to close that. But here we go. Now, I have the mic set up so that I can hear myself in the AT2020 USB Plus, and that I can record with the AT2020 USB Plus, and it's a mono recording, which is the way you want it set up. I'm going to temporarily set it up so that you can hear what I'm about to do in this demonstration, and then I'll set it back. Let's see if it records and plays. All right. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. I'm vibrating. It's awesome. So now what I want to do is I want to set it up for you in the preferences so that you can use the Stair Step Method. If you don't know what the Stair Step Method is, take either one of the courses that I give and you'll learn it in depth. But for those of you that have already learned it, here's the preferences that you have to set. First, let's go to Devices and make sure that the AT2020 is set up for both playback and for recording, and the channel is set on mono. That looks great. The next thing we want to do is go to Recording, and notice that there's this setting, which is Record on a New Track. I'm going to close the preferences temporarily and show you what that does when it's set that way, when it's not enabled. If I record, I make a mistake and I hit stop as part of stop, fast forward, and record. If I hit record again, it's going to start recording on the same track, right? So let me just show you that in terms of the stop, fast forward, record. So I've recorded, I make a mistake, stop, fast forward, which lends the cursor, puts the cursor up here, and then record, and it keeps recording on the same track. What you need to do is you need to go to Preferences, you need to go to the recording pane and turn on Record on a New Track, and then click OK. When you do that, now when you record and you make a mistake, you hit stop, you hit fast forward, and then you hit record again, notice that it creates the stairs that we're looking for in the Stair Step Method. All right, so let's take care of that. That's been taken care of. Let's go back to Preferences and let's map Q and W to that whole business of stop, fast forward, and record. So what we wanted to do is go down here to Keyboard. There are two keys that we want to map. One of them is stop and place cursor at the end of the track. So I'm going to look for cursor. And what I want to do is go to play, stop, and set cursor. That's currently set on X. We want to take that and we want to set that on Q. Not Command Q, not Option Q, but just Q. So we set that and we say it gives us an error because it's set to something else, but this is what we want. So we want Q. Then we also want to go to record. So we go to record and we look for that, and there's the record. It's currently set on R. We want to set that to W. So we go down here, we highlight it, we go to W, we set that, and now both the Q and the W are in place. So now when we do this, we don't even need to hit these buttons up here. What we're going to do is use the keyboard combinations. I have my fingers sitting over the Q and the W. And when I'm recording, I can record. I made a mistake, so I hit Q. It stops it, keeps the cursor where it is, and then I hit W, and it starts recording one more time. At no point did I come up here to these buttons. So that's what that's all about. And how cool is that Audacity is working on Catalina? You can map your keys, you can set it up to record with a new track and do the Stair Step Method, and oh my gosh, the world is a lovely place, and that's why I'm using the AT2020 USB Plus. What do you think of this? Are you ready to upgrade to Catalina? If you are, make sure that there aren't any other applications that you might lose use of by upgrading to Catalina. Catalina has been working for me really well for about 6 months on a machine where I didn't need Audacity. Now I can upgrade my machines to Catalina and I can upgrade Audacity. And again, with Audio Cupcake, you'll be able to replace Levelator. Levelator will not work on Catalina. Levelator is a 32-bit piece of software. Audio Cupcake is 64-bit. If you haven't been to audiocupcake.com, pop over, check it out. And for those of you that are going to be taking the ACX Master Class in June, we're going to be giving you a copy of Audio Cupcake. Don't tell Dan I told you, okay? Tell me what you think about all this. You willing to upgrade to Catalina yet? Still waiting? Tell me what your thoughts are. I know I've told you it's not time yet, but this is the watershed event that I've been waiting for. So, I hope this helps. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening.